103.9 Proud FM. This is the Mike Chalut Show. Chris Howson sitting in, and I am so excited to be here today for Mind and Body Monday. And I am joined by a fantastic, gorgeous lady, Jules Lieff. You are the founder of Fit Organics, which is, of course, the official fitness and nutrition expert for 103.9 Proud FM. Welcome.
Hi, how are you? I've never been on your show when you've been on Mike's show. It's so cool.
I know. I can't believe that you're not on our show because you're obviously the fitness and nutrition expert for all of Proud FM.
I should come on your show. I'll bring you guys breakfast.
I think you should because
I'll make you breakfast
Jules
in the morning.
always brings the best treats.
Because these guys have Mind and Body Monday. We have Motivational Monday.
OMG.
So you would be perfect.
I'm going to make you guys do like a crazy workout on air too. No, just kidding.
Awesome. Yes, I stole her. Stole it from you, Helena. So today we're going to be talking about something that's really important, organic beef. Now, I remember when I was going through learning about nutrition in college, that's what my teacher would always tell me. The number one thing that you should probably buy organic if you're just trying to get into it is beef because it's the thing that you get the most chemicals in by not having an organic. Fruits and vegetables, there's little bits and pieces, but beef is, if it's not organic,
it's a Whopper.
It's a lot.
And I don't mean a Burger King sandwich. I mean actually a bad Whopper, which is also a Burger King sandwich. Yeah. Sorry, are we going to get in trouble for that?
No. They're not our sponsors.
They've never sent us burgers. We got no issue with that.
Notice how I always behave on Mike's show. As soon as the cat's away, right? Oh, gosh. So you have to think about food in a kind of a context of the older the animal you're eating, the more stuff it's going to pick up along the way.
Right.
So fish, generally speaking, as long as they're in freshwater farms or as long as they're wild caught in unpolluted waters, they're quite young. We're not eating 20-year-old fish, right?
Right.
Eggs, same thing. Chickens, to a large extent, same thing. When it comes to beef, a lot of the beef is older that is used for slaughter, that is used for meat. So then you have to think about what those animals have been eating as well. Cows naturally eat grass.
Right.
And if they're eating conventional grass, they're also eating pesticides.
Yeah.
Pesticides are going to get in the meats, and then we're going to eat the pesticides. And same goes with dairy, although Fit Organics is dairy-free. If there are people who are consuming dairy, you really want to make sure it's organic because there's about 14 to 16 different pesticides that comes up in conventional dairy products.
Wow.
So I know it's crazy. So with beef, we actually in Canada don't have an organic standard. So we go with the USDA standard of organic. And so there's a lot of things that the meat has to go through in order to qualify. Something else to think about is grass-fed or grain-fed.
Right, because I always see that on packaging, and I have no idea what the difference is. Because it's
Totally.
like, well, it's both of them could be organic.
Right.
So what does it mean?
Okay, so when it comes to beef, it used to be that before we knew better, or maybe we did and they just didn't do anything about it. Right, didn't care. They used to feed beef anything that would make the beef grow fatter and bigger and thicker and faster.
Including other beef.
Including other beef. It's so nasty. And so if anybody's never been to a farm out there, cows eat grass naturally.
Yes.
They run around in the fields and they eat grass. And you move them from one pasture to another in order for them to get a variety in their diet. Towards the very end of the cattle's life, very often they will feed them some grain in order to bulk them up slightly and in order to make sure that they're, at the top of their health game, if you will, before they're ready for slaughter. So what you want to look for, since we don't have organic beef or we don't have a standard for organic beef here, is that you want grass-fed and you want to know how much they've been grass-fed.
Right.
If they say 80% grass-fed, you're probably okay. Anything less than that, and you are probably paying more for it, but not getting what you should. For instance, a lot of chicken is marked grain-fed.
Yes.
Well, guess what? I got news for you. All chicken's grain-fed. Because try to feed chicken grass. It doesn't eat grass. It only eats grains.
Yeah.
And so, they'll put labels on food that really don't make any sense at all. You want to know what grains they've been fed. Corn is cheap. Corn is genetically modified. You feed cheap, dirty, genetically modified corn to a chicken, and guess what kind of chicken you're going to get?
Cheap, dirty chicken.
Exactly. Now, some people like that kind of thing, but anyway. So, yeah, when it comes to beef, you want to think about what's better for us, better for the planet. So, grass is easier to grow than grains because it sprouts up very easily and it keeps growing all season, whereas grains, we get one crop, right?
Yeah, and grass grows anyway. Whether humans are there or not, grass is going to grow.
Exactly, everywhere and in abundance and over and over and over, right? The meat then is better for us because there's less overall fat in the meats and more omega-3 fatty acids in that meat. It's better for the cows because they don't use feedlots and it's more humane for the cows to graze naturally. And people always ask me, what did you do to this beef? What kind of beef is this? And what did you do to it? And I always say, you know what? I'll use flank steak. I use skirt steak. And people go, skirt steak? That's not a gorgeous cut of beef. And I say, you know what? It is when it was a happy cow.
Yeah.
Because the more, distress the animal is under, the worse the meat's going to taste. You know, it all kind of comes through the chain.
Well, Jules, thank you so much for coming in today. You've given us so much information, and especially for me, because that's something I've always struggled with. What's the difference between grain and grass, and really, why do I care about it? So thank you so much for coming in. If you want more information, the website is fitorganics.com, and organics is with an X, not a CKS, or however you spell organics normally, because apparently I can't spell right now. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.